guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and it is time to test out the new Saiyan Day DOKKANFEST exclusive Broly right here. We, of course, are going to be taking a look at our boy at 55% in the dupe system. I had good luck at the start of the summons. I was able to get a copy of our boy Broly, but pretty quickly, was it like third multi or something like that? But then after that, the Broly stopped coming, basically. Alright, let's go ahead and put a sticker on Broly as well. I don't think Broly has too good of a sticker, honestly. That's, I guess, one unfortunate thing about our boy. Alright, so I'll level him up. Again, we've got him at 55%, and we'll go ahead and start testing him out in some events. I think he could potentially be better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This Broly could be, like, the best, you know, sort of, like, DOKKANFEST TUR that's not like an EZA unit or something like that, right? He could, but in a lot of situations, Broly's going to look better. But in a lot of situations, I also think Gogeta is going to look better. Like, they are built in different ways, right? So let me level him up, and we will start testing our boy out. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. We are starting out on Broly's own team right here. This is Movie Bosses / Planetary Destruction. Now, I took a quick glance at it before we started. There was about 100 units for me on the two categories combined. This is a team that's going to only improve a lot throughout this next year, I think, because Movie Bosses and Movie Heroes is definitely the theme that Dokkan is sort of building up right now. So, again, we're just going to see, I think, those categories get massively, massively buffed consistently, right? So, let's go ahead and jump in real fast and see how well Broly's going to do. So he's at 100k defense right there. I mean, 55%, I feel like that's pretty... That's fine, because he does stack, right? Against the Saiyan, a pure hybrid Saiyan, Broly's doing a lot, right? He's going to have 36% damage reduction. He's stacking. He's got crit chance as well. All right, 2 million as far as an attack stat is not really... I don't go crazy for that. But he does build up, right? He's stacking attack, defense, all that as he's sort of moving forward. So at 55%, no matter what, Broly's going to have 18% crit chance, and then he's also going to... Oh, wow, okay. Pretty good turn one right there, actually. But no matter what, right? Turn one, Broly at 55% is going to have 18% chance to crit. He's going to have a 30% chance to additional super attack, right? And he's going to have 18% damage reduction. Again, as a 55% unit. So, like, that's good. A lot of, like, a way that they're sort of power creeping a lot of the recent units, I think, is giving them lots of different, like, crit chance and stuff like that. You know, like, just in their kits, right? Crit chance, additional chance, like, those types of things. Sort of making these units look a little bit good. Now, we were able to get, what was that? Those 3 attacks turn 1. The chances of that usually aren't the greatest. So we actually, I think we're going to be able to get his actual active skill in this run right here, which is good. Because it's like the active skill condition. I mean, I made a whole video slapping people up about that one. It's, guess what? You're going to see it 99% of the time, like turn 6 and later. That's not a good condition for me. Sorry. And it's like people then go, oh, but it's so good. No. I never said the active skill is bad. I said the condition is bad. The active skill is amazing. Dude, on his active skill, he gives 6 key, a 60% active skill attack buff, and then he's super effective against all types for 1 turn. The active skill, like, buffs he gets are insane, right? It's just, you're not going to be able to use it that often is, I think, the large issue with it. His links, I think, for the most part, are going to be pretty good. You know, because he's got, like, a lot of very basic things, right? Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle. Like, those are really common. He does have these 2 links, Berserker and Hardened Grudge. Those are the 2 he doesn't have active right there, that you're pretty much just not going to see, like, almost ever. Berserker, of course, you have to have below 50% HP for that to activate. Hardened Grudge is just absolutely, like, it's disgraceful. Here, let me pull this up. It's absolutely just disgraceful, this link right here. So, like, are we going to run this Super Saiyan 3 Broly? Right? Like Broly and Paragus would be... they're a great unit to run with this Broly. But guess what? They only share 1 category together, Pure Saiyans, which right now, despite having the best roster, the best category roster, is a dead team. No one runs Pure Saiyans, right? Because transforming Vegeta, the AGL, Evolution Blue Vegeta, neither of them are really impressive. So no one runs the team. Like, you're forced to run 2 basically mid units at this point on your team. No one wants to run that, right? So like, it's this unit not being on movie bosses is like really stupid, right? Like, if they were on movie bosses, that would make Hard and Grudge a little bit better, because at Link level 10, it does give 2 key and 10% attack, so it's a pretty solid Link. Broly's jumped up to 160k defense already. This is what I've noticed about this unit, right? Is that maybe like his defensive numbers and attack numbers, they're not like the craziest right away. Like turn 1, he's not like doing the most insane damage ever. I mean, unless he's getting a bunch of additionals and his damage is really good. But his defense builds up really fast, because it's like, again, against, I don't know, 75% of the game, Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, it's going to have 36% damage reduction. So as soon as you cross like 100k defense with him, he's going to be tanking very, very well. Like, this Broly is good. I want to use him a lot more before I can make like a proper assertion of how good he is. He's definitely a top 5 TUR, right? Like, he's definitely, I would say, better than probably like Bojack, better than Cooler. Would I consider him better than Gohan? I would probably say no, but let me, you know, use him a bit more. Okay, so this is 5 super attacks we've done here on turn 3, so this is pretty good. Now, this is where, again, when we start talking, this will do double digits right here, because his defense is so ridiculous, and he's got the damage reduction against Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, right? This is where people go, see, the active skill condition's not that bad because you got it on turn 3, but it's like, no, you do the 4 super attacks, and then the next turn, we're able to actually do the active skill, right? Like, yeah, you could do your 4 super attacks sometimes early, but then now we have to go through this next turn right here, and then turn 5 is the active skill. I've still yet to get the active skill before turn 5. Turn 5 is the absolute, like, earliest I've done it. Oh, this is not good, actually. This is unfortunate. I think we maybe will not finish Broly off right here. So, I mean, here we are. We're not even going to get the active skill, it looks like, potentially. Let's see what happens. What's our next rotation going to be? Okay, we got Metal Cooler there. I do think this Broly would function well. Like, you can get some decent supports with this Broly and sort of just build the whole team around him, let him move through. To me, what I'm noticing this Broly's, like, biggest issue is that as far as his teams go, like, until Pure Saiyans is revived, you basically just have one build to use with these Brolys, and that's just pair him with other Brolys, right? And it's like, you know, LR Tech Broly is like solid defensively after he does super attacks, but like a lot of these other Broly units and stuff like that are not great like two-way units. And it's like you're not gonna run him with like the physical EZA Broly, who is good offensively and defensively, but they're not gonna link together, right? And then even the same thing with like the EZA LR Broly, who's the best Broly in the game, but you can't link with him, right? And like that's the other thing too, is you don't want to run, I think, 3 legendary Super Saiyan Brolys. So you don't want to run this Broly, right? The Int one. You don't want to run him, leader him, and then also run the EZA LR. I don't know that that would be the greatest. I mean, the good thing is that you can run the Int Broly. He can be a slot 1 unit. It's just usually like, if he could get like 1 or 2 super attacks in like quickly in turn 1, after that defensively he'll hold up for the rest of the event. Like he's very similar to like maybe like Kale or Caulifla in that aspect, but Broly does have damage reduction right away, even again when he's not fighting Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, which is good. So all right, let's go ahead and pop this active skill for our boy Broly. Alright, so I figured we'd go ahead and pop both of those active skills. Now, obviously, these two are going to work very well together. This Int Broly and then Tech LR Broly. Remember that Tech LR Broly, damage-wise, is still going to be one of the better units in the game. Defensively, he is solid. You know, at least, like he's fine, right? Because, well, actually, I mean, what is he going to have? Like, 190k-ish defense after he super attacks? He gets 100 on attack? Yeah. So, like, he's fine defensively. For the amount of damage he does, he's totally cool. Now, the thing is that in Broly, I mean, should be able to, like, be a very strong tank in slot 1. So, like, running them together, I think, could work even in a lot of difficult content, right? Like, maybe, I don't know, like, movie bosses, Super Battle Road or something like that. Again, we're going to sort of test him out across the whole game. Now, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Broly's active skill condition to get this, but once he gets this off, it's just destruction, right? Because now, he gets 6 ki, so basically on, like, a proper team build, it's going to be a guaranteed super attack, right? He's super effective against all types for 1 turn, and he gets a 60% active skill attack buff for that turn. So it's just absolute devastation. 3.75, but again, while super effective against all types, and then he does have all the built-in additionals. Even the additional normal super effective against all types should be able to do pretty solid damage. Remember, he does also have the crit chance built in for him, even against non-pure and hybrid Saiyans. Like, this Broly is good. But I'm just not sure yet how good, because there's a lot of factors in, right? Like, is he getting the additional supers? Like, because, again, like, he could potentially super 4 times in a turn. How many of those super attacks are going to happen, right? Like, is he going to get super attacked slot 1, turn 1 before he can attack and build up his defense? There's many factors that go into making this Broly, like, is he better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or not? Right now, I'm probably actually leaning towards Gogeta's 1, Broly is 2, but again, this is a 55% video. I'm going to do 600 more videos on this guy before I really decide for sure. Alright, so now we're rocking over here on the full power, well, I guess it's full power / movie bosses, but more so just interacting with full power, right? Led by the Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Super Broly. Again, any of these Brolys are going to work fairly well together. Just a lot of the Saiyans in general, right? Again, very basic links. Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Saiyan Lineage. Those are not hard to get, so the problem is just that a lot of these teams Broly is on are a bit weird or a bit wonky, or like, so like Target Goku, I feel like, is a fine team. The issue is that no one runs Android 13, right? Like, Exploding Rage, guess what? Now, after Int UI Goku getting his EZA, no one runs Purus anymore. So it's like, this is where, like, the friend system hurts this Broly a lot. Like, to me, right now, he does seem heavily restricted, basically, to movie bosses. At the very least, though, movie bosses is definitely going to continue to power up a lot, right? Again, all right, so we're starting out at about 90k defense right there. That's not the greatest. We're going to take him into, I guess we'll go into Extreme Int Super Battle Road, because people like when I take a 55% unit into an Extreme Super Battle Road stage as well. I think we'll probably do Extreme Int. I could rock him with the Scouter Vegeta. Okay, there we go. All right, so far in this video, we're getting very lucky. We're getting a lot of additional super attacks and stuff like this. So there's a second super attack. Can we get one more? We did. Wow. Are you kidding me? Okay, sure. So immediately we get 3 super attacks turn 1 in both runs, and then there we got the crit right there. That, of course, is the crit just from his passive, right? He's 55%. He actually can't crit from his Hidden Potential System additional, so that's not bad. So, like, once you start factoring in, like, that amount of damage he's doing, like, once he's triple supering, his damage is solid. He's definitely not going to be able to compete, I think, with 55% Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's damage, though. Because 55% Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right, like, he's super effective against all types, like, right away. Just pulling that out. He also does have the dodge and counter. The only thing is that, like, Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the dodge and counter is, like, automatic. But for Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, again, it's really a coin flip. That's definitely something to remember. Alright, I guess I'll... What link is this? That's Saiyan... I think that's Saiyan Lineage. Yeah, that's Saiyan Lineage we get right there. Right now, it's just an extra key because it's only level 1 for me. At Link level 10, though, that gets 5% attack and defense. So in the future, it'll be good, right? But right now, it's not really going to get it. Dude, look at his defense. That's what, like, his defense, it jumps so fast because he has, like, pretty good stats for a Dokkan Fest, right? I mean, nearly 11,000 defense at Rainbow is good. And then, you know, he's got 180% attack and defense on his passive. So, like, damage numbers don't look crazy. Like, he's not going to be doing impressive damage unless you're getting lucky with the additionals. Or, you know, the crits from his passive or something like that. But defensively, even at 55%, I do think he's going to be fairly good. Let me know what you guys think of him. I definitely don't recommend summoning for this guy. Just like when I look at how restricted he is in his teams, right? So like movie bosses, yeah, he's great. And it's easy to run him there. Pure Saiyans, you know, sure. But no one runs Pure Saiyans. Full power, like, he's going to work fine on. But, I mean, that's just, again, full power / movie bosses. Again, it's the same team, basically. Target Goku, he'll work fine on, but no one's running Target Goku. Exploding Rage, no one runs. Inhuman Deeds doesn't even have a Dokkan Fest leader, and then Planetary Destruction is his other leader skill. It's like movie bosses, full power, and Planetary Destruction are basically the same team, right? So that's basically my big issue with this Broly right now is that. The fact that you just don't have a lot of places to run him, right? Whereas you look at some of these other units who are on like 60 category teams and all these different builds and stuff like that, it's much easier to do. Wait, do we need... I think Broly can survive here, because I could do this. Actually, Dragon Ball Super Broly at the end here is probably going to finish him off. We'll do another run. Let's maybe do, like, the Pure Saiyan team. Again, he'll work really good on the Pure Saiyan team, but the problem with that now is that transforming Vegeta is just really starting to age. He's just not impressive whatsoever, right? So 2 of your slots are transforming Vegeta. No one runs him. But, like, again, we're able to get a lot of really good units around. Oh, I think we would have died. If Goku did not counter right there, I think we would have died, actually. That's funny. Okay, sure. Well, thanks, Goku, for getting the super attack counter. So, I don't know. Again, that's my real issue with the unit right now. It's just his lack of teams. You know, if we could get, like, a new, like, Full Power or Pure Saiyan or Inhuman Deeds or Exploding Rage or Target Goku, any of these other category teams can get more leaders, yeah. But that's the thing, like, right now, I would say, like, if you're, like, a global free-to-play player or if you're on JP, there's no reason to summon for this guy. I definitely don't think so. Especially, like, JP is going to be getting, I mean, at least 4 separate banners next month. 3 Dokkan Fest exclusive banners and an LR banner in April for JP, so I think Broly is a pretty comfortable skip on both versions. Because Global, I mean, you probably would want to wait to summon until the coin exchange mechanic comes to Global anyway, right? Alright, so, turn 1 on the Pure Saiyan team. By the way, this, of course, took, like, I don't know, 10 restarts in an event before I was able to find a transforming Vegeta leader. Again, he doesn't show up very often these days. So we are at 100k defense, which is fine. Again, we're going to be able to get basically everything active right here, which is good. Let's keep Broly and Paragus right there alongside Broly. Let's see how well Broly does. I probably also should do a run where we're not going up against a Pure and Hybrid Saiyan. That could be good. But again, just so much of the game is going up against Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, right? It's so common. That is such, like, if you're going to restrict the unit in some manner, that's a really good one. Pure and Hybrid Saiyan enemies, because again, it's so much of the game. We can see, like, his numbers are pretty much consistent right around there across some of these different team builds we're using, but, like, again, I am rocking with other Broly units. Like, if we were rocking him with, like, non-Brolys and stuff like that, I mean, he will be fine. It's about prepared for battle, fierce battle, Super Saiyan type characters, and Broly at least will be able to function decently, right? But obviously, you know, with other Broly units is probably where he's going to be at, like, a little bit of his best. Alright, so we can use Scouter Vegeta here. That is good. Scouter Vegeta, of course, is the Extreme Int, 50% support type unit. So that's going to be really good for, like, Extreme Int Super Battle Road. He should work at least decently well with that Broly. I definitely want to see how well he'll do there. I guess after this run, we'll go into Extreme Int Super Battle Road, because I would like to do an Extreme Super Battle Road stage, not just a normal Super Battle Road stage. And the only one, we could go into the Extreme class stage, or we go into Extreme Int. Extreme class is going to be much easier to sort of play around with now that you can have like all the like golden breezes and stuff like that in there. I think we'll do extreme ints, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so I got another Super Saiyan Broly here. I just brought the LR's TUR just, you know, to sort of test it out. I guess we'll do this again. We'll leave Broly and Paragus in slot 1, and we'll sort of see how things are going to go. Now, obviously, we did not get mega super lucky last time. Like we were able to get the active skill on turn 5, that first run, because we got, like, god lucky. Now, it's like we get to here, and if Broly is not going to, like, triple super this Goten right here, we're not getting the active skill until what? What turn is it going to be if we don't, like, get a bajillion super attacks right here? It's going to be, like, turn 7 at the earliest. Yeah, see, like, the active skill condition is bad. Like, it is surprising to me that people argue that. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't consider... I mean, it's just me, I guess. But, like, turn 7, turn 6 consistently is bad. Like, that's very simple, right? Very basic, very obvious. Like, my point, it should be very obvious. All right, let's, I want to finish this turn off, so let's just go ahead and have Broly transform right here. And I didn't bring any items, damn it. That was a mistake. I should have brought, like, a shoe item right here. Because our boy Vegeta, sometimes with Ki, can be a little bit funky here. At the very least, we should be able to eradicate Trunks instantly. So Trunks is done. Broly is going to super attack again, and he'll be able to finish off Goten. Yeah, just Broly alone right here is going to be able to finish off both Trunks and Goten. Because he is going to get the guaranteed additional since there's multiple enemies, right? Oh, actually, this is always really good too, because this activates his full passive. He'll be able to get another additional because we went from one enemy or 2 enemies now down to 1. That's like that sort of like, I don't want to call it hidden effect that Tech Broly has, but he could potentially super 4 times in a turn as well. Okay, so this is a very solid rotation. What links does Scouter, Vegeta, and Broly have? So they only have Saiyan Warrior Race, I think. That's it? That's unfortunate. Okay. Yes, that Vegeta doesn't have Saiyan lineage. He doesn't have Prepared for Battle. Are you kidding me? That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's see. He has, I think that's Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Nightmare, Shattering Limit, Big Bad Bosses, Saiyan Warrior Race. What is this? This is, no, that's Nightmare. So what is this? This is, I'm actually gonna have to double check this Vegeta. I'm like sort of at a point where like I have a lot of the links sort of memorized. Let me see. So he has, oh, this is Brutal Beatdown right here. Yeah, this one is Brutal Beatdown. He has Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Big Bad Bosses, Prodigies, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, and Shattering the Limit. Man, if only he didn't have Royal Lineage. He doesn't need Royal Lineage. Like, you're gonna run this Vegeta with other Trunkses and other Vegetas? Probably not, right? Like this, if Royal Lineage was prepared for battle instead, that would help this Vegeta out a lot more. All right, well, so Broly's at 167k defense. Also, by the way, again, I'm always going to be talking about this active skill condition forever, so just get used to it. But people, I literally see them say this over and over, and it's irrelevant. They say, oh, not everyone has to rainbow units and stuff like you. Notice how going through this event, most of these turns, I'm literally, like, actively trying not to kill the enemies. And it's like, we still didn't get the active skill by, like, turn 5. You know, we're not even going to get the active skill here. Like, this is not exactly a good team I'm running here. This is not exactly a murderer's row of a team right here, right? Let's definitely get that very out there in the open. All right, so let's see what damage he'll do here. And then again, we're going to go ahead and go into an extreme Super Battle Road stage. Broly is good. Because, like, I really do like him having all this stuff that he potentially can do, even at 55%, right? Critting, damage reduction, additionals, even 55% is very solid. And again, Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, very common. He even gives himself Ki in his passive, which is sort of like a little thing that I really like a lot of units doing. That can be very beneficial once you start talking about taking him into difficult content, right? He gives himself 3 ki at the start of turn, and then another 3 ki if going against a pure hybrid Saiyan enemy. That's good. Because it's just like, you know, sometimes in difficult content, like, you're not always able to just run the perfect rotation, perfect linking partners with tons of support, easy to super attack, right? Sometimes ki is a real struggle in there. And him giving himself ki like that's good. Obviously, stacking is good, but, I mean, I maintain that, like, Legendary Goku event, Infinite Drama History, like, people sort of make that a baseline, but, like, that's, like, those are, like, jokes. Like, there's so many units that just get stronger as time goes on. It's more valuable, I think, to be better right now at the start. I'm going to be very curious to see how this Broly will perform in the God event. Because that's the one, like, event that can go on for a long time that his performance, I think, would really matter. But, again, that's where his like, his teams, like, not, like, he doesn't really have a good team to run in on the God event. So that's going to be an issue. All right, let's go to a Super Battle Road stage now. Alright, one thing I'm noticing right here, Broly does have a pretty good build to go into Extreme Super Battle Road right here. Like, these are the units we potentially could bring right here. This is pretty solid. We actually have a lot of options. I could bring this Golden Frieza, who would be a nice support type unit for the Broly. You know, he does have some defensive stacking, some support type options as well. We actually have a few units here. Int Kid Buu definitely would be strong and give ki. So we've got some options. He's going to be good for Extreme Super Battle Road, I think. Let's go ahead and test it out now. All right, so let's go ahead and hop in. This is Extreme Super Battle Road. We're bringing a friend 55% Broly. This works out perfectly. Okay, well, all right. So we could fight, what, the Z Fighters. We could fight Hercule, Videl, and Fat Buu, or we could fight Team Bardock. Team Bardock would have been ideal. This is actually pretty bad, yeah, because, okay. Oh boy, Frieza, like, getting him slot 1 in this scenario is not great. Let's see how we do. I feel like we're gonna die. I think this is actually quite bad here. Let's see what happens. All right, so we will be able to easily super attack with Broly. So remember, Broly has, I should have supered with Frieza, actually. Oh boy. All right, so Broly has 18% damage reduction right now. But we're not going against pure and hybrid Saiyans. Let's see how he does. 40, that's not that bad. 55%? Because, like, now, well, I mean, okay, 1 super attack. If he could get 1 more super, which we didn't get, he'd be a lot better off. Oh, what? I think, that friend must have an additional equip on. Okay. Well, let me double check that. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, why did he, what? He must have an additional equip on. Let me take a look. All right, we're taking a lot of damage here. Not a great start. Don't super attack, please. Okay, we're good. Okay, let me check that actually real fast. The Broly friend does have an additional equip. Wow, okay, what are the chances, huh? Here, let me pop a Dende real fast. Okay, again, I want to put... The only thing we'll have with Janemba's Fierce Battle? Yeah. All right, so let's put Broly right here in the thick of things. He's going to be taking like 40... No, I think he'll take less than 40k on this turn. Let's see. Let's see how much damage we're going to be taking on this one right here. Vegeta should be good. The good news is we should be able to take care of Fat Buu on this turn. So Broly's... Oh, that's not good. 18% damage reduction and his defense. That's not that bad. At Rainbow, I think Broly's going to be a fairly good Super Battle Road unit. Honestly, I feel like these numbers he's taking, these are like very doable. Right, now remember, we are running a full category team on here, but like that's the thing. Broly, his roster is actually pretty good. Like the team build you can run on this stage with Broly as leader is actually pretty good. So Broly can definitely help you in Super Battle Road. I know, like, we're getting absolutely just like cream pied right here, but I feel like he's performing fine. Like, I'm totally okay with... Oh yeah, there we go. I'm totally okay with how Broly is doing, actually. Because here's the thing. Many of the fights we're going to do in this stage are actually going to be going up against pure and hybrid Saiyans, right? Like, basically, after you get through the first stage, every single fight from that point is just like a pure and hybrid Saiyan in extreme, like in these Super Battle Road stages like this. So at that point, once Broly gets the 36% damage reduction, you're going to be looking real good. So, like, if you're, like, a free-to-play player trying to beat this stage for the first time with this BROLY, all you have to do is just reset until the first fight is Team Bardock, right? And then you're going up against a full round of Pure Saiyans, and then you're getting the extra additional with BROLY, as well as all the extra damage reduction and the crit chance. So that's going to work out fairly well. So I do actually think BROLY's performing pretty well in Super Battle Road. He's not exactly... He's not as good as Gogeta in here, I think, but he's doing pretty good. All right. So now we can move. Oh no, well, yeah, because this second fight is either Piccolo and Gotenks or Goku and Gohan. So yeah, it's always Hybrid Saiyans. The third fight is always Trunks and Vegeta, and then the last fight has always got a Goku in it, no matter what. So, okay. Okay. This is actually a pretty good. This is a really good turn actually, because we're getting a huge amount of support. I guess that's important to keep in mind, right? 50% from Vegeta. The Frieza, now they're going up against a Goku family category enemy. He's supporting, he's guarding, he's doing a lot of stuff. He's got damage reduction. Let's go for... we could get rid of Goku faster, so I think we'll go for Goku. I'll go ahead and do that, go for the stun on Goku, and then I'll put the attack debuff on Gohan. All right, so let's see how BROLY fares in this situation. 28k. That's definitely doable. And now, after this, he absolutely will be taking double digits. I would love to see how much damage... If he can get, like, a double super, I would be very curious to see how much damage he'd take from a super attack. Give me one more. Come on, you bum! But he's taking double digits already. Yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously, we're getting a lot of support. What are we getting? 70% support. I believe the Frieza gives 20% attack and defense. I believe. So we're getting 70% right there. Oh, nice. We got the debuff on, we got the debuff on Gohan, and then we're not really taking a lot of damage here. Let me check real fast. I believe it's 20% he gives. Yeah, 20%. Okay. So the other thing too, this is what I'm talking about too, with BROLY, auto supering against Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, very helpful since he's not going to be sharing key links with like Janemba or Cell or a lot of these characters, right? So I am liking what I'm seeing from him in Super Battle Road stages. I do. I think his performance is fine. Because again, this is not rainbowed level 10 links. This is 55% level 1 links. And I feel like he's doing good. BROLY is a good unit. I like him a lot, actually. Okay, so I feel like we're probably good. Like, I don't know that I even really need to continue on. I feel like, his performance is strong. The team that you can build with him in this stage is pretty good. So let me know what you guys think. I like BROLY. The only really 2 criticisms I have of him, I mean, I guess the third is maybe he hits a little bit weakly at the start if you're not going to get good luck with his additionals. He's not really hitting that hard. His active skill condition just flat out sucks ass. There's no argument against it. It's bad. His active skill condition is bad. The strength of it is good, but the condition is bad. And then as far as teams go right now, he doesn't have like a lot of viable teams you're running him on, right? Like if Exploding Rage or Inhuman Deeds or Pure Saiyans gets like another actual leader soon, sure. But right now there's not a lot of places to run him. Those are really the 3 negatives with this BROLY. But he's good. Like stacking units are always good. You know, having damage reduction, like unconditional immediately is solid. It's not too much unless you're going up against a pure Hybrid Saiyan, but I do think BROLY is a fairly good unit for sure. Alright, so this is Instinctive Destruction, Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY. By the way, none of the Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY characters are on the Super Saiyan category team, right? I'm getting a lot of tweets, a lot of people asking me about that. The only Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY on the Super Saiyan category is the Tech one, because he does start out as normal Super Saiyan, and then he transforms into the Legendary Super Saiyan version. Personally, I do think all the Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY characters should be on Super Saiyan, but Dokkan, for whatever reason, they decided not to do that. It does suck, because Super Saiyan would be a really good team for this guy, and he could use it. It would be really good, I think, if Dokkan would add Legendary Super Saiyan BROLY to the Super Saiyan category. Maybe they will at some point in the future. His leader skills, Planetary Destruction or Movie Bosses category, key 3, 130% HP and 170% stats. At least for Extreme Super Battle Road, that does work good. Honestly, I think his team is pretty good, because it is basically just movie bosses with, like, some characters like Frieza and Cell added to it and stuff like that, which is good, right? His super attack is the Gigantic Meteor, which stacks attack and defense and does immense damage to the enemy. So obviously stacking both attack and defense is fairly good, especially with his very high stats, and then also with the huge passive buff he gets, like the percentage buff he gets on his passive. So his passive skill is Fiendish Destruction, which gives him 3 ki and 180% attack and defense at the start of turn. Again, I've said many times, I love the 3 ki that these characters get. That is good. That is, it's better than people think. Like when characters are just giving themselves ki in their passive like that, even on TURs, right? Like we saw the rotation, you know, Janemba, Perfect Cell, and Broly, he has no key links at all, and he's auto-supering. That's very helpful, right? Then he also has 18% damage reduction and an 18% chance of performing a crit at the start of turn. And then he has an additional attack that has a medium chance of 30% of being a super attack. So that's his passive normally. Then, I hate the way they word these now. Like, Gohan and Piccolo, Gohan and Frieza, you know, like, the Tech Krillin from the Bio Broly movie, now this Broly. I hate the way they word these, right? They explain all this stuff, and then at the very end, oh, there's the condition. It would be much better written if they started with, if there's a Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyan category enemy, then you get another Ki 3, another additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super, 18% more damage reduction, and 18% more chance to perform a crit. That would be nice if they did that, rather than put the, like, they put the condition at the very end. Like, it's I can't stand the way they do that, right? Like, now that they've done it with a few units, we can instantly tell what they're going for. But, like, when Gohan and Piccolo first came out, there was a lot of confusion. Not just with me. A bunch of people were confused exactly on how, like, Gohan and Piccolo and Gohan and Frieza work during the 6-year anniversary. But, you know, now we know exactly because they're continually doing units like this. Now, I will say this. Broly's condition is not bad. Pure and Hybrid Saiyans, that's like 75% of the game. It's one reason Cooler is so good. It's going to really make this Broly very strong. Most of the difficult content is littered with Pure and Hybrid Saiyans. So again, that is not a bad condition whatsoever. Pure or Hybrid Saiyan category enemies, not bad. He has an active skill, Berserker's Destructive Impulse, which, the effect is very good. 6 ki, 60% attack, and attacks super effective against all types for 1 turn. That's ultra powerful, right? But the condition sucks. He can use it after he performs 4 or more super attacks in battle. It takes so long to get that most of the time you're using this character, you're not going to get that active skill. That's why I consider it bad, because most of the time you're not going to use it. So it's a bad condition. It's not rocket science, what I'm saying. But so many people just, like, completely, like, misinterpret it. Well, I do have to remember, right, what's the famous thing about Dragon Ball fans is that they can't read. Apparently they can't hear either. That's the other thing. Alright, so Broly's links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, the Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Prepared for Battle, Hardened Grudge, and Fierce Battle. Link set is fine. I mean, Berserker and Hardened Grudge suck, but the rest are fairly common links, right? 12 key multipliers, 150%, which is, you know, typical for DOKKANFEST exclusives. And then our boy is on a few different category teams here. So, for starters, this is the Planetary Destruction category. Not really Beerus is a full year ago now, so not a lot of units routinely added to this category, it seems like. Although, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, Physical Final Form Cooler's Easy Ace coming up. That will be a massive buff to this team, obviously, right? I do think we'll probably get, like, an LR standalone Final Form Cooler at some point. Kid Buu is definitely going to get an LR. So, like, there's some good stuff on that category. He's also over here on, what is this? This is Inhuman Deeds, I believe. I believe this is Inhuman Deeds. This category is fine. I think this is a solid category. But, like, they have, like, the worst leader of all time. And it's not even, like, a real category, like, leader skill buff. So, Inhuman Deeds is dead at the moment. Movie Bosses is good, and we're getting a lot of buffs coming in, right? LR Turles, Bojack, Janemba, now this Broly. Again, I think Movie Boss is just going to continually be buffed for the rest of 2021, so be prepared for that. He's also in the Pure Saiyan category team. If only, this is the best roster in the game, for sure, without a doubt. This is the best roster, the category roster in the game. If only we had a better leader, oh, that would help this Broly out so much. If you could run Pure Saiyans consistently and then run Broly on it, dude, that would help him out a lot. Broly is also on full power, where he'll be solid because there's a lot of other Brolys on here. A lot of other, you know, prepared for battle Saiyans like these two. You know, there's a lot of units that will work well with this Broly. I would like maybe like another sort of like full power category support type character, and that would help this out a lot. But I mean, I guess Golden Cooler is all types. Omega Shenron, of course, is a category support. You know, Goten is an orb changer, so you do have some good units for full power. Broly's also over here on the Target Goku team. This is another team that's actually not too bad, but again, it's dead because no one runs the Android 13. Broly is just on a bunch of dead categories right now, unfortunately. Soon, I'm sure this will be fixed, but that's another reason I wouldn't recommend summoning for him, because all these teams are dead, right? And then finally, Broly is on Exploding Rage. Guess what? Also dead, at least on JP, because no one runs Beerus now that Int UI Goku. Everyone runs Int UI Goku with Realm of Gods, which is what I would do too. But again, now Exploding Rage is not really a common team. Exploding Rage, Broly is good on, because look at all these Prepare for Battle Saiyans on here, right? So we will see what's going to happen. So let me know what you guys think of this Broly at 55%. I think he's fairly good. I think concluding this video, I think I do like Gogeta better. But I think Broly, very easily, you could say he's like the second best DOKKANFEST TUR, not including EZAs. I think that's probably a reasonable position for him. I do think I'd put him in the Gohan class, Angel Golden Frieza class, stuff like that. Again, it's like right now he's a little bit limited, but like some of these teams, like Full Power, Pure Saiyan, Target Goku, Exploding Rage, Inhuman Deeds, we're gonna get another leader for one of those teams in 2021. There's just no way. And then that's going to help Broly be a little bit more runnable on other teams besides just movie bosses, basically. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.